Good morning. It's the 18th of April, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. I know it's going to be a shock to a lot of people, but Donald Trump may have lied yesterday. In this business about the Strait of Hormuz, it was open for a few hours, but now it's closed again. In fact, the Iranian Navy, the one that Trump said that didn't exist, fired on a couple of tankers this morning trying to run the gauntlet and get through. They turned back before damage to crew and ship occurred. So here's the deal. The only reason why Donald Trump said those things, he had promised some concessions to the Iranians, including freeing up some of their money that are in frozen assets worldwide, a lot of them in the U.S. But when he said that he would release some of that money, and they was like, okay, well, we'll let the Strait of Hormuz stay open right now. He went and announced it, and, the stock market reacted. The price of a barrel of oil dropped dramatically. I think it was less than $90 a barrel. And people that he knows very well made billions of dollars actually yesterday, simply by that speculation. But the Iranians are not like a lot of the American people. When Donald Trump did not deliver on the promises that he had made to open that strait, they closed it back up. They're not going to play Charlie Brown trying to kick the football with Lucy keeps pulling it away from him at the last second. So they're saying now publicly that the U.S. military, the Navy, can surround all their ports. And for the next 2 months, they're fine. They can sit tight. Iranians feed themselves. They don't depend on a lot of imports for their food supplies. They obviously have enough oil because it's in-house. There is really very little that the United States can do right now to put the Iranians in a better negotiating mood. And this is the third time that Donald Trump has lied to these people. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. One thing that I can tell you about people living in that region, be it Persian or Arab, is that your word says everything about you. And once they decide collectively among themselves that they cannot trust your word, you're poison. You're persona non grata. So I would expect that the shooting's going to start again at some point. In fact, this morning, as I said, 2 tankers were fired upon. I think Iran, just for the sake of national unity and pride, are willing to go the full measure, whatever that is, in order to make their point. And meanwhile, Trump and the U.S. continues to go through these humiliation rituals in which they say that Iran is defeated and humiliated and humbled. But every time you turn around, you see the opposite of that. So once again, stay tuned, folks. I expect oil prices to go through the roof again on Monday when trading starts. But that's why he did it, for stock speculation. My last question out loud is, how much money does one need in a lifetime, particularly when you're almost 80 years old, that you would sell your soul for a few more dollars and sell out the American public It's the 18th of April, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Have a good day.